Hello, this is Celeste of Astrology by Celeste with a second try at this. I am streaming live from StreamYard and I'm doing it to Instagram and YouTube because I would really like to be able to do videos at the same time. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Aquarius full moon and Mercury direct. Please bear with me because Mercury is retrograde. It's the last, it's turning to go direct. And maybe I should have waited until it was direct, but my Aries moon, I want to give it a try. And then when it's direct, I will iron out the wrinkles. So I hope everyone had a good Aquarius full moon and that you had a lot of revelations about the axis that the full moon is on. So when there's an Aquarius full moon, the sun is always in the sign of Leo. And the sun is at home in Leo, and the sun rules our identity, our ego, our essence, our vitality. It's where we shine our light. So you can look at your natal chart and whatever house that you have Leo on the cusp of, that speaks about how you shine your light. And so, like for me, I have Leo on the cusp of my second house of resources, and my sun is in Taurus in my 11th house. And I have always been in careers that had to do with how my natural talents and there's something about my personality which enabled me to have success in the different areas to make money for my resources. I spent most of my career first in technical support, but then I was in sales, marketing, and business development for a long time. And now I'm an astrologer. Okay. So, yeah, so you can think about the thing about, hi, Rosemary. It's so good to see you. Yeah, if you have any questions or want me to answer anything, I'm just here freewheeling, testing out this new setup I'm trying to make work where I can do Instagram and YouTube at the same time. Yeah, so I'm talking about the Aquarius full moon. And so the sun is in Leo, illuminating your Leo house in your chart, as well as illuminating Leo topics. And Leo topics include, Leo people include, like leaders are very Leonic, celebrities, recreation places. There's been so much news about things going on in recreation places, especially like some kind of problems because Mercury is retrograde and Mercury is the trickster. And then the moon is in the sign of Aquarius, the sign of groups, organizations. A big story leading up to the full moon has been about Texas, and the US has been about the Texas representatives who left the state to prevent gerrymandering. And you can think about all the stories you've been seeing about groups. Now, on the personal level, think about your friends, what organizations you're involved in, and things like that. I want to pull a card for the collective about this full moon, something to think about for yourself. Yeah, you can just think about the Leo Aquarius topics, or you can think about your personal chart and think about what house is the axis on. So maybe before I do that, let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. That works. And okay, there's the chart is over there. Ah. Oh, hi everyone. Ah, great. Oh, good. Talk to me and have questions. I don't like just talking by myself. I like to talk with people. Okay, let's see how we're doing this. Oh, I am actually on StreamYard. Oh, wait. Oh, Nella has an Aquarius sun. Hi, Mary. What does it mean if a person has an Aquarius moon is a question. So that means a person, so Aquarius first is an air sign. So that means when the instinctual moon body, the moon rules our instincts. And most likely, there's a subconscious drive with someone with an Aquarius moon to reason through emotions and situations. One of the things we talk about with an Aquarius moon is that sometimes there can be a sense of detachment from the emotions because the person processes things using logic. Often with an Aquarius moon, this could be like with your family. There could have been a lot of push for you to do mental processing, or it could speak to something about your mother, may have had some traits that were Aquarius like. That could be very sociable, um, very friendly, or someone who had characteristics of like wanting people to be treated fairly or equally. These are Aquarius type topics. But and you may have a thing where you like to be friends with people rather than first before lovers. Or notice if you feel like, I feel like sometimes people with Aquarius, strong Aquarius energy, it's almost like their body, because Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius, that they're very sensitive to other people's, like they can sometimes have issues with other people being too like touchy or touchy feeling, like needing to have a sense of space and separation from others. So if you have an Aquarius moon and that connects, any of that connects with you, put it in the chat. Hi Nelia. Oh, you're in Arizona. Wonderful. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Tell me, did that thing about, this is something observational and I've gotten from talking to other people. Do you have any sensitivity about just people being too touchy with you? I would love to know. Oh, thank you, Cher. Oh, good. Okay, so amazing day has Saturn and Leo in the 12th house. And it's so hard to figure out. You think it's blocking your confidence. Yeah, I would highly recommend doing a 12th house deep dive. But just Saturn and Leo suggests that there's something where you may feel a sense of fear about letting your light shine fully. Because, and I was just reading a book today about the tarot, and it gives a new perspective on different cards. And I was reading about the Nine of Swords, and one of the things the author said was when you shine your light the brightest, the people who shine their light the brightest have the longest shadow. So I want you to consider if you have fear about your shadow and shining your light. Is the fear about what the audience will say about what you're sharing, and that you're so concerned with what your client will feel about what you're sharing that there like this doubt. Saturn is like a little old man on your shoulder. Wait, let me stop sharing. We're just going to pivot. I'm just going to talk, and let me stop sharing this. Thank you for your patience with me. I'm new to this technology. Oh, am I sharing it? My screen? No. Okay, let me go back. Okay. Here we are. Okay, I fixed it. Okay, I want to pull you a card. Yes, you don't like people touching you. Yeah, specifically. Yeah, that's something I've found has been an Aquarius thing. Oh, wait, where was the question from Amazing Day? Okay, so Amazing Day, you have Saturn and Leo. Yeah, let me pull a card for you. And I'm using the OSHO Zen Tarot. about your 12th house, Saturn and Leo, and how it impacts you shining your light, or why, or how it impacts your confidence. Okay. Ooh, okay. How interesting. I pulled the no thingness card. It's number 5, and in the traditional tarot card, 5 is the Hierophant. But this is Osho's, and he has his own thing. Being in the gap can be disorienting and even scary. Nothing to hold on to, no sense of direction, no, not even a hint at what choices or possibilities might lie ahead. But it was just this state of pure potential that existed before the universe was created. All you can do now is to relax into the nothingness, fall into the silence between the worlds. Watch this gap between the outgoing and incoming breath and treasure each empty moment of the experience. Something sacred is about to be born. That is so interesting. I wonder if that connects with you. Mm. Yeah, you may want to come for a reading or something to talk about this. And if this nothingness makes sense for you, are you having difficulty just starting to give readings, or you're in a reading and you have problems with your confidence? But yeah, that's interesting. Saturn and Leo in the 12th house. The 12th house is a dark house. So I think there's probably something. What is Saturn talking to would be what I'd ask you about. Okay. Hi, YCP. You're a Gemini sun, Scorpio moon. Oh, and you've been navigating infertility and gut issues for a long time. I want to pull you a card too. Mm. Gemini sun, Scorpio moon, and Cancer rising. Well, Jupiter is now in the sign of Cancer. So that suggests, and think about if you know your ascendant, what is the degree? What is the degree? You're struggling with infertility. I'm gonna see if I see anything here with the chart. Mm. I would keep hope alive. I would keep hope alive that something might turn around now that Jupiter's in the sign of Cancer, and it might be a good idea with timing around treatments to keep that in mind and when it's on your ascendant. But Jupiter is the planet of abundance. People often gain weight when Jupiter's in your rising sign, because the rising sign is literally the physical body. And one of the things people gain weight is when they're pregnant. So it's a common signature of pregnancy. But if you want to talk about your chart, you can come for even a mini reading. We can just talk a little bit about the timing and what it looked like. But let's see. I pulled the possibilities card for you. I want you to keep hope alive. This is my intuition. Keep hope alive. Oh, and ripeness is on the bottom. I think because what's happening is, let me see, your Gemini Scorpio, Cancer rising. Mm. Okay, you have Scorpio on the 5th house. So okay, it's a fertile sign. And you've had gut and digestive issues. And the South Node is in Virgo. Virgo rules the intestines, and the North Node is in Pisces. So I wonder, has there been any change in your gut stuff recently? I mean, I can see you getting pregnant. Yeah. The eagle has an overview of all possibilities contained in the landscape below as he flies freely, naturally, and effortlessly through the sky. He is really in his domain, very grand and self-contained. This card indicates that you are at a point where a world of possibilities is open to you. Because you have grown more loving towards yourself, more self-contained, you can work easily with others. Because you are relaxed and at ease, you can recognize possibilities as they present themselves, sometimes even before others can see them. Because you are in tune with your own nature, you understand that existence is providing you with exactly what you need. Enjoy the flight and celebrate all the varied wonders of the landscape spread before you. Well, you said you have a Scorpio moon, and the eagle is one of the archetypes of Scorpio, along with the scorpion and the phoenix. And yes, I want you to first of all work on mindset, and Jupiter's in your rising sign, and Jupiter and Venus are meeting on Monday as Mercury stations direct, and they're the two planets of fertility. So keep hope alive. You know, you may want to, and they're astrologers who specialize in fertility. You can go to fertilityastrology.com. But yeah, keep hope alive. Take advantage of Jupiter in your sign. I'd like you to do, if you're doing any more treatments, do it before Jupiter goes retrograde, November 11th. Just keep that in mind. But trust your gut. This is not medical advice. I'm just giving you astrology stuff. Trust your gut if possible, because yeah. But keep hope alive that you could become pregnant, and it's just about right timing. Okay, Project Chocolate. You said I described you perfectly with your Aquarius new moon, and even your mother. Okay. Thank you for the feedback. Oh, you're in Aries with people being too touchy, Grace, and your Venus is in Aquarius. It's almost like that Uranian energy, because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. It's almost like it's yeah, you just need to have a little bit of separation between yourself. You need to have some protection for your own space. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, great. You've given some information. Okay, imposter syndrome. Oh, thank you, Renee. Yes. Yeah, I love this. I got this background on Canva. Yes. Ooh, okay. So, hi, Eva. The full moon is on your second house, part of fortune, moon, and Mars. So maybe you're thinking about it's really shining a light on your axis. So the sun is in your eighth house, and the moon is in your second house. So there can be, and I call this axis the axis of pleasure, power, and resources. So, is there a money story? Are you thinking about debt or debt versus income? Is there some story about pleasure and intimacy? And you can think about the sun is in your house of the shadows, eighth house. There may be lighting up something about that. And moon and Mars, or something. Maybe there's some story about sex and intimacy. Or power dynamics. Ah, yes, your ascendant ruler is the moon in Scorpio in your fifth house. If And the moon is in detriment in Scorpio, but I feel like with Jupiter in coming to your ascendant, I'm hoping that will be be really helpful. And your moon's at 26 degrees of Scorpio. So you're like finishing up your Uranus opposition. I don't know. I'd love for you and your husband to have lots of sex, especially while for the next 2 weeks. Just do it all the time if you can. If there's a possibility for you to get pregnant naturally, I'd love for you to keep doing it and see and pray for a miracle with Jupiter and Venus conjunct and believe in a miracle. You can watch that show, Miracles on Ice. It's a movie about the United States and the Russians. Oh, this is so interesting. The United States and the Russians, I think it was a hockey game in the 1980, or was it 84? It was one of the an Olympics in the 80s. And the United States was the underdog. And it was like, they really thought they were going to lose, but they believed in themselves and they just trained and trained and trained. And they had Kurt Russell as their coach in the movie, I believe. And spoiler alert, they won. And there's this famous announcer like talks through the end, and he's like, do you believe in miracles? And anyway, they won. So I want you to really do some affirmations. Mindset matters. And see if you can believe in miracles. And I'm hoping for you that you get. Yeah. So maybe there's something illuminated about debt and how you're feeling, and maybe actions you're going to take, Eva. Okay. So Lynn's Vega, your moon is at 21 degrees Scorpio, Virgo Sun, and Jupiter at 3 Sag. Okay, well, this is a really interesting time for you. Number one, the South Node is in the sign of Virgo. And so what is being illuminated to yourself about your identity? The South Node like scoops things up, and things about Virgo topics, about the high road of Virgo is, you can be very, I'm getting precision, and I don't know. Do you do anything? I don't know why I'm thinking about the seamstress. My favorite thing is when people have like Leo energy and Virgo energy together, and they can be the most incredible, whatever they're doing. They can have like the creative vision, but they bring together that creative vision with the ability to like plan out and take action about what they're going to do in a systematic fashion. Because we think about Virgo being orderly and the ability to separate the wheat from the chaff. But the shadows can be being over critical of yourself or others, and perfectionistic, or going too nitpicky. And notice what is coming to your attention about your Virgo topics, because the lunar eclipse on September 7th is going to be at 15 degrees of Pisces. So the sun will be in Virgo and the moon in Pisces, but it's going to give you full exposure over that axis. So think about the two houses that are involved. You'll learn something about yourself. And now Uranus is in the sign of Gemini. So it's opposite your Jupiter. So as it won't get to 3 Sag until 3 Gemini until next year. But you're going to have a Jupiter Uranus opposition. It depends on your chart. Oh, you're a Sag rising. Okay. You're a Sag rising, so that puts Virgo in it. Is it your 10th house? Yeah, probably around your 10th house. So at work and home, there's going to be something shining on you at work and home, or something about if you're married, it could be about your spouse's family, because that's the 7th house, is 4th house. Yeah, that's coming up to your conscious attention around this eclipse season. Let me pull you a card. You should have Pisces in the fourth house. So the moon will be in the fourth house, but the sun will be in your 10th house. Okay. Oh, and I should look on the YouTube to see if people are there too. So let me know, can you see the cards well when I put them up? Oh, I pulled the politics card. So I wonder if there are any politics going on at work. Now, Linz Vega, be mindful as soon as Virgo season starts, you're going to be becoming more visible. So this is a time to really keep in mind anything about, there'll be more eyes on you at work. So just keep that in mind. Assume you're being watched at work, which can be good, but this card suggests there can be politics at play. Let me see. Or this could be okay. So this is the Seven of Clouds, which is the mind. So in the regular tarot, this is the Seven of Swords. So it's a card of, it can be a card of betrayal. Do you recognize this man? All but the most innocent and sincere of us have a politician lurking somewhere in our minds. In fact, the mind is political. Its very nature is to plan and scheme and try to manipulate situations and people so that it can get what it wants. Here, the mind is represented by the snake covered with clouds and speaking with a forked tongue. But the important thing to realize about this card is that both faces are false. The sweet, innocent, trust me face is a mask, and the evil, toxic, I'll have my way with you face is a mask. Politicians don't have real faces. The whole game is a lie. Take a good look at yourself to see if you have been playing this game. What you might see may be painful, but not as painful as continuing to play. It doesn't serve anybody's interest in the end, least of all yours. Whatever you might achieve in this way will always just turn to dust in your hand. Because you're a Virgo sun and we're having a lunar eclipse in Virgo, what I think this means, and it's in your 10th house, what I think this might mean is you're learning about that South node in Virgo is showing you something about, because the fourth house is about kind of like our most private spot, who we are at our core. And it has to do with our family and how we were raised. And the 10th house is us out in the world. And think about how you feel like you need to put on false faces for acceptance. And this may be a time where you're thinking about coming to be your more authentic self. And what do you need to discard? Now, it could also be about, there could be some politics going on at work, and somebody may be, just if you think there's something like that, then yes. Underneath it all is sharing. So this is like the Queen of Fire and abundance. So maybe this is a call to lean into more of your Sag rising and be more of your fiery self, and rather than if you are very self-editing and hold yourself back in some ways because you were taught to put on a false face for acceptance or something like that. So see what fits, if anything fits. Yeah. Oh, the Lovers is a Pisces rising. So this eclipse is going to teach you some things about yourself. So really pay attention what's coming to your conscious attention between now and the eclipse on September 7th. And you're an Aries sun, Venus, and the moon in Libra. I wonder if anything's close to 0 degrees, because if so, you're probably really feeling Mars is in Libra, opposite Saturn and Neptune in Aries. And how are you doing with that? Because Mars opposite Saturn can be a little bit of Mars, you want to go, Saturn feels a little bit of a block. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to show you your card. Oh, isolation. So are you feeling isolated in some way? This is the Three of Clouds. Notice if, especially if you have things close to 0 degrees of Aries or Libra, that Saturn and Neptune are in Aries. Are you feeling a little bit separated or down or anything with this energy? Saturn is now, they're both retrograde, so they're pulling back the tape and see what you see underneath. Maybe you'll come to some awareness. We're talking at the Aquarius full moon. Is there something about a friendship or a group or organization where you feel like you're being left out? The rainbow colored tears on this person's face hold the key to breaking out of this isolation. The tears and only the tears have the power to melt the ice. It's okay to cry, and there's no reason to feel ashamed of your tears. Crying helps us let go of pain, allows us to be gentle with ourselves, and finally helps us heal. So think about your Pisces rising, and that suggests you're very sensitive, and it could be emotionally sensitive, sensitive to other people's energy, like somewhat psychic. And if you've got an Aries sun and moon in Libra, I wonder if you like sometimes try to put on a brave face and maintain emotional balance and not show your emotions. And I think this Aquarius moon is asking you to consider this topic. Are you being your authentic self? Your rising sign is what you're rising to. So are you rising to becoming more emotionally connected with yourself and with others? Okay, you're a caretaker for your parents and have a full-time job, Linz Vega. So I think you were okay, your son. Okay, so this eclipse is across your 4th and 10th house. So there may be some stories, things coming to your conscious attention about you being your parents' caretaker. I would, Kay Brown. Oh, and you're a single lady. Okay. What came out is a Libra sun moon with a Leo rising. You're meeting people, just not your person or tribe yet. Yeah, well, this is the Aquarius full moon is a time to think about maybe are there other avenues to meet new people or places to go or groups to join where I might find people more aligned with myself. Okay, let me see what card I get for you. Okay. Okay, I pulled the morality card. This is one of the clouds cards, so it's air. Let me read what it says. Let's see. And finding your people can be difficult. It sure can. Okay. The Queen of Clouds lurks in the minds of all of us who have been brought up with rigid ideas of good and bad, sinful and virtuous, acceptable and unacceptable, moral and immoral. It is important to remember that all of these judgments of the mind are just products of our conditioning. And wherever our judgments are applied to ourselves or others, they keep us from experiencing the beauty and godliness that lies within. Only when we break through our cage of our conditioning and reach our the truth of our hearts? Can we begin to see life as it really is? So think about that. Think about, how were you raised? Were you raised with a lot of judgment of yourself or others? Mm. And yeah, notice what comes to your conscious attention with as Mars moves through the sign of Libra, and it will touch your sun and your moon and give you, Mars's job is to sever and separate. It may give you some insights onto that, what this card is saying about how conditioning, and maybe some of your conditioning holds you back from other people, or you reject others. And maybe this is a call with the Aquarius full moon to consider that and where it comes from, and think about if there's someone who you liked but felt was unacceptable in some ways from your conditioning, and that, yeah, just, I think this is a good thing to just review. Ah, oh, don't be nervous. I'm Oh, Main Street Madre. I hope you'll get a new job too that you applied for. Oh, because, well, sun. Well, the sun is the father, Lens Vega. I wouldn't be nervous. It's 3 degrees off. I think just things will be illuminated about your family, not that there's anything bad going on. Yeah, yeah, the sun is an archetype for the father. Maybe he'll just, something will be illuminated about how he made, how he serviced or get made sacrifices for the family, or didn't, or things about Pisces, how he is emotionally, or how your parents connect to each other emotionally with Pisces. Okay. Ah, I pulled the trust card for you, Main Street Madre. Trust. Look at that. The woman's like flying through the crowd. Trust that the right job will be in the right place when you need it. Okay. Okay, let me check. I'll read this. That is, the trust card is the Knight of Water, which is Prince Charming in the traditional tarot. The leap is the thing, and the thrill as we free fall through the empty sky. This card gives us a hint, though, about what waits us on the other end. A soft, welcoming, yummy pink, rose petals, juicy, come on. I'm hoping means that the job will be yours. I hope so. But even if it's not, keep the faith. Yeah. Okay. So you might be the politician, or there might be something about politics. Really check with your parents. Are they on Medicare or Medicaid? You might want to just keep abreast of what's going on politically. That's the only thing I think. If you're a caregiver. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, Natalie, your son is at 29 Gemini. Oh, Senaflu, I'm just testing out my I'm just testing out my software. I didn't do broadcasting from my computer. I want to see if this will work well so that I can broadcast to YouTube and to Instagram at the same time. I'm liking how I can see the comments here, but I need to, oh, well, let me send a flu. Let me pull you a card. You're an Aquarius rising. Happy full moon. I'm going to pull you a card. So give you something to think about. So things are coming to your conscious attention about yourself, how you present yourself to the world. what people, the mask you wear can be the rising sign. It's also your vitality and your physical body. Okay. Ooh, I got the conditioning card for you. Conditioning. So let me read that. This is a major arcana. It's number 15. Now, I need to write these. Is this the sun? Hmm. Let me see. Number 15. I have to look in my book because I don't have. Oh no, 15 in the regular tarot is the devil card. So let me read it. It's time to take a look at your own reflection in the pond and make a move to break out of whatever you have conditioned by others to believe about yourself. Dance, run, jog, do gibberish, whatever is needed to wake up the sleeping lion within. Let me read the beginning of the card. The card recalls an old Zen story about a lion who was brought up by sheep and who thought he was a sheep until an old lion captured him and took him to a pond where he showed him his own reflection. Many of us, like this lion, the image we have of ourselves come not from our own direct experiences, but from the opinions of others. A personality imposed from the outside replaces the individuality that could have grown from within. We became just another sheep in the herd, unable to move freely and unconscious of our true identity. I think this is about your Aquarius rising, because that suggests that potentially you have felt like an outsider, or there was something about, I wonder if you felt like a black sheep in your family in some way, or you were told something that you didn't feel like really fit you. But this is suggesting that you were raised by sheep, or you could be in a relationship or something around people who at work or something who conditioned you to feel like you were a sheep or needed to be a sheep like them, but that you are in fact truly a lion. So think about that. Okay, so Deborah has been isolating for 2 years now, and and you lost your father. You have a Cap Sun, Libra rising, and an Aquarius moon. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Deborah. And this full moon is probably going to bring up a lot of emotion, absolutely, within you. And let me just pull you a card. Have some, and you're going through mourning, so give yourself a break, but maybe you can start getting out into the world when you feel up to it. And maybe after the eclipses, maybe after September 21st, there's a solar eclipse in Libra. Not Libra, excuse me, Virgo, at 29 Virgo. And maybe after that, or after your birthday, that can be something you do. Uh, Ooh, I pulled experiencing for you. This is the 3 of 5. It's like wands. Let me see. It's called action in this deck. Experiencing. The woman in this card is not just, okay. An experience is something that can be filed away in a note. Okay. An experience is something that can be filed away in a notebook or captured on film and pasted in an album. Experiencing is the feeling of wonder itself, the thrill of communion, the gentle touch of our connectedness with all that surrounds us. The woman in this card is not just touching this tree, she is in communion with it. She has almost become one with it. It's an old tree, and has seen many hard times. Her touch is gentle, reverent, and the white on the inside of her cape reflects the purity of her heart. She is humble, simple, and that is the right way to approach nature. Nature doesn't bang any drums when it bursts forth into flower, nor play any dirges when the trees let go of their leaves in the fall. But when we approach her in the right spirit, she has many secrets to share. If you haven't heard the whispering to you lately, now is a good time to give her the opportunity. So I would say that that's a call for you to start getting out when you're ready, and maybe think about, just going for walks in nature, and yeah, going for walks in nature as a way to start just getting moving, and not isolating. And I didn't mean your birthday because you're a Capricorn, but if you need a little time when the new moon in Libra happens, it'll be in your first house. Since you're a Libra rising, could be a new start for you to start getting out. So that should be around October 21st, 2nd or so, for their new moon in Libra. But definitely, I'd like you to do it sooner if you can. Just start going out, going for walks in nature. It's amazing. We're in the summer now, how just some sunshine can lift your spirits. So orb for eclipses, you will definitely have a story, look 702, if it's a degree on your one of your planets or angles, or on either side. But I look 3 degrees, most likely you'll have a story. 5 degrees, there's still likely to be a story. So I typically look at 5 degrees or less, but especially if it's 1 degree on either side, like you're guaranteed of some kind of story. Oh, good. I'm glad you're exploring groups. Oh no, Deborah, your father passed away. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, I just pulled you that card. Yeah. It just takes time. Okay. Oh, your moon is 29 Virgo in the 5th. So your moon is being eclipsed. Be very mindful about fertility, because the 5th house is a house of children. If you want children, if you don't, like that, there could be a story about fertility. If you're single, you could meet someone and start dating. Yeah, that could be something. Okay, let me see what's going on YouTube. Let's see. Okay, YouTube. Okay, Instagram. I'm going to talk to YouTube now. Ah, oh, okay. Let's see. Hey there. Okay, I can pull a card for you. Are you still here, Rosemary? Tell me if you're still here. I've been flapping my gums. Oh, you're a Libra sun, Allison and Mr. Carter. Oh, Maria is a Libra sun, Aquarius moon, and rising. Let me know if you're still here. I'll pull you a card. Well, I'll just pull a card for Maria. Hi, Allison. Oh, Allison and Maria are. Sorry, I was looking at the. I'm broadcasting to both Instagram, and this is a test of my new system, because I think I'm going to start doing it this way so that I can do Instagram and YouTube at the same time. Let's see. Okay. Oh, good, Allison and Maria. Okay, so Maria, I pulled compromise for you. So, yeah, as a Libra sun, Aquarius moon, and rising, just think about what compromises that are being made. This is the 6 of Pentacles. It's called The Physical in this book. Let me read it for you. Okay. The The two figures in this card remind us of the sleazy and conspiratorial situations when we compromise our own truth. It's one thing to meet another halfway, to understand a point of view different from our own, and work towards a harmony of the opposing forces. It is quite another to cave in and betray our own truth. If we look deeply into it, we usually find that we are trying to gain something, whether it is power or approval of others. If you are tempted, beware. The rewards of this kind of compromise always leave a bitter taste in our mouths. So as a double Libra, oh no, you're a double Aquarius. As a Libra sun, Aquarius moon and rising, the full moon is across the sun is in your seventh house, the moon is in your first house. Think about how much you go along to get along, don't speak up, and do what other people want you to do out of fear of them not approving of you, being disappointed, whatever it is. Yeah. To fit in as the Aquarius energy, sometimes there can be an outsider type feeling. And yeah. And underneath it all is patience. If someone's trying to, I don't know if you're single or not, or if you're married, but if someone's pushing you to get pregnant too quickly, or there's a lot coming up with pregnancy and fertility because Venus and Jupiter are meeting on Monday. If someone's pushing you to get married or get too deep, move in, or any of this stuff, and you know in your gut you don't want to, think about this card. Yeah. I hope that helps. Okay, let me do. Oh, you're retired, Maria. So I guess you're not. uh, if you're retired, like if you're in your 60s, you're not being pressured to get pregnant. But okay, let me do Allison. Okay, let me see. Allison is a Libra sun, Scorpio ascendant, and Sag moon. That's a cool combination. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm getting when I just look at those three together, I think about a femme fatale with a sassy mouth. I hope you don't take any offense to that. Like a sexy, magnetic, pretty woman with a sassy mouth. Okay. So the Fool is what I pulled. Oh, I love the Fool card. So that's the first card of the tarot. And this is OSHO Zen, so he has his own reading. This card indicates if you trust your intuition right now, your feeling of the rightness of things, you cannot go wrong. Your actions may appear foolish to others or even to yourself if you try to analyze them with the rational mind. But the zero place occupied by the Fool is the numberless number where trust and innocence are the guides, not skepticism and past experience. So Mercury is going direct on Monday. So maybe really think about, like, is there something you want to get started that you are optimistic? Your Sagittarius moon is calling for you to maybe do, but your Libra sun is like going back and forth in the rational mind over which way to what to do, why you shouldn't. Da, 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 da. This card, I think, is telling you that you may need to follow your instincts and take a risk, calculated. You know, don't do anything crazy. But past lives is on the bottom, so there may be something calling to your soul that you want to do. Okay, so just think it through. Okay, let's see. I can do a couple more and then I gotta go. Mm. Oh, hey, Lee. Ah, okay, yeah, I'll pick for Yayi, Ashley, and Lee. Okay. Yayi, you're a Leo sun, Virgo rising, Scorpio moon. Ah, Virgo rising. So this is a really important time for you. Mhm. Happy birthday, because the South Node's in Virgo. Okay. Ooh, I pulled adventure for you. I love that, Yayi. I hope I said your name right. That is, so how can you have more of a sense of adventure? That is the physical. Ugh, ooh. Okay. This is the page of rainbows, which is like pentacles in this deck. Adventure really has nothing to do with plans and maps and programs and organization. The page of rainbow represents a quality that can come to us anywhere, at home or in the office, in the wilderness or in the city, in a creative project or in our relationships with others. Whenever we move into the unknown with the trusting spirit of a child, innocent and open and vulnerable, even the smallest things in life can become a great adventure. So you're a Leo sun. I feel like this is a call for you, but you're a Virgo rising. I wonder if you do the seamstress thing I was talking about earlier really well, where you have the creative vision and the practicality, or yeah. But I want you to have a sense of adventure no matter what you are doing. Or think about how you can like get back in touch with your inner child and enjoy life. Okay, Ashley, Aries sun, Cancer moon, and Leo rising, but you have Venus and Aquarius. So you're probably getting some insights into relationships and how you do them. Okay. Ah, I pulled the possibilities card for you. Ah, and so possibilities is just about keeping a mind open for possibilities and thinking about how they're endless. Now, underneath it all is the Thunderbolt card. So, underneath it all, maybe what you're not seeing, let me just tell you, that's card number 16. And that is Ooh, that is like the tower in the tarot. You might be feeling pretty shaky right now, as if the earth is rocking beneath your feet. Your sense of security is being challenged, and the natural tendency to try to hold on to whatever you can. But this inner earthquake is both necessary and tremendously important if you allow it. You will emerge from the wreckage stronger and more available for new experiences. After the fire, the earth is replenished. After the storm, the air is clear. Try to watch the destruction with detachment, almost as if it were happening to someone else. Say yes to the process by meeting it halfway. So think about, is there something that you're holding on to that you feel like internally is ready to be let go of, whether it's your a relationship or a job or a way of being or thinking. Yeah, and think about how there's lots of possibilities the that for other ways of doing things. Like for instance, I don't know if this is you or not, But if, for instance, if you just started dating someone and you're kind of getting like I don't like this person that much, but I don't want to be alone, da 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 da. But you're like, you keep dating and you're like, maybe there could be a call for you to trust that there are other possibilities out there. Yeah. That might not be about dating or anything. That's just what came to me as an example. Okay. Hey, Lee, I'm so glad you like my eclipse talk for the Revolution Rising Summit. Great. That was such a pleasure to be part of. Okay. What does Lee need to know for his highest good? Okay. Okay. I pulled celebration. This is like the Three of Cups. I wonder if you can see the card well on. Mm. It's like three women dancing, but it's just a card of celebration, being together. Mm. Yeah, it's celebration. When you choose this card, it indicates that you are becoming more and more available and open to the many opportunities that are to celebrate in life and to spread this by contagion to others. Don't bother about scheduling a party on your calendar. Let your hair down, take your shoes off, and start splashing in the puddle right now. The party is happening around you. So think about, what do you have to celebrate? True celebrations arise from joy that is experienced deep within and spills over into an overflow of song and dance and laughter. And yes, even tears of gratitude. So, yeah, think about what you have to celebrate. Jupiter and Venus are meeting on Monday. So, that might be a nice, just like celebration of like taking your dogs for a nice walk or whatever. Doing something joyful, I think, is what it's called for. Okay. Oh, Allison says very sassy. So I was right. Okay. I nailed that. Oh, thank you, Allison. Okay, everyone. Thanks for joining. Oh my God, I've been talking for an hour. I better go. Thank you for being here while I tested this new software, and I'll see how well it worked. Okay, take good care.